Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Today is a special day because it's my birthday. Yay, it's my birthday. Anyways, what we're going to talk today about is something that I think a lot of us are intimidated by, that we just kind of overlook because we don't want to deal with it. We had a bad experience and so we've just said forget it. What we're talking about today is brows. So, welcome to the class. This is Brows 101. So for those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. If you could, please subscribe. I would appreciate that. Get it done now, and then you can watch the rest of this tutorial. So today we're going over just the basics of brows. I am not an expert by any means. I don't teach brows, but I have been around and I have had my brows probably every thickness or thinness all of you guys have. So I wanted to go and just grab some products. I had some just here that I have used, that I show people all the time, that I think are very user-friendly. One is going to be brow gel. The other is going to be the thin pencil. And last is going to be just a brow powder. So when we think about doing our brows, I know it gets a little scary because you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to use the wrong color. It's just a scary thing. But the fact of the matter is our brows frame our face. So it's necessary to at least deepen them slightly so you have a frame around the eye, especially if you're going to wear eyeshadow. If you don't have that brow deepened a little bit, it just looks funny. I know some of you probably have used too dark of product and it just, now you shy away from the whole brow altogether. That's what I want to try and help you with today. One, I think it's really, really important that you get your brow shaped. We're not born with, I mean, some people are, but most of us are not born with the perfect brow. You need them waxed. You need them shaped. You know, look up reviews. Find someone. I know it's scary because, shoot, I have gone and if they wax 3 too many hairs, I'm in trouble. So, you know, look at reviews. Make sure you go to someone that has a 5 stars and get your brows done there so you can, or ask a friend. You know, if you have a friend that you love their brows, ask them where they get them done because I guarantee they're getting them waxed, they're getting them threaded, they're getting them groomed. That's what you need to do. So to start off, one of the very easiest, in my opinion, brow products out there today is the Gimme Brow from Benefit. Why this is so wonderful is it comes in numerous shades, it adheres to the skin, and it also grooms your brow at the same time. I had a friend that was a Benebabe, and she actually microbladed my brows. So I do have my brows microbladed because I did have a tweezing moment in the 90s where they were super thin and they just didn't grow back as full as I wanted them to. I actually did a video with her. It's Mary Ellen from Brow Envy. She's phenomenal. She's waxed my brows now for over 3 years. She showed me a little trick with this Gimme Brow that I have done on many, many people since. And I've done it on myself, and I wanted to show you. So what's so awesome about this is it adheres to your skin as well. So you can take the tip, because yes, you can just brush it on, and I know that's what a lot of people do with this. But another way to use it is if you take the tip and use it as a pencil, it'll grab to the skin. And don't be shy, just get in there, because you can really add a lot to the brow. Look at that. And if you feel like you get too much, you take a spoolie. This is the Anastasia brush number 12. Take the spoolie and just shear it out. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I got too much product. A spoolie and a Q-tip are gonna be your savior, okay? So don't be shy, just get in there and brush it out and look at the difference that makes. And what did it take me? Like 10 seconds? It's so quick, it's so easy. It's kind of goof proof. I know they have a goof, I think they have a name, goof proof or something. But anyways, Gimme Brow, awesome, awesome products. One of my favorite. Anybody with hair can use this product. You do need a little bit of hair. So if you don't have hair, but anybody with hair could use this product, and you don't need anything else. Use that end as your pencil and then groom it with the gel. So there is number 1 done. If I've solved your issue, go get it today. Second thing I wanted to talk about was a pencil. This is ColourPop Brow Boss in Ash Brown. It has a spoolie on one end, which I think is very, very, very important that you have. And then the pencil is on the other. A lot of brands have this type of pencil. So what's nice about it is it's a little harder. It's harder in pressure, is what I mean. So when you're using a pencil, take the spoolie and brush your hair down. If you don't have hair, you still have the indent where your brow was. And rule of thumb, here, middle of the pupil, here, that's kind of your shape. So if you don't have a brow, you could do that and try and draw it there. Because I know some people just don't have any brows. This is going to be a good product for that. So I like to start at the top of my arch, and I brush my hair down, and I'm going to just go in and start at the top, and I bring it out. I start in the middle, just in case I have a heavy hand. I don't want darkness way in there. Then I take my hair and I brush it up, and then I'm going to just go under, and I'm kind of tracing the shape of my brow. And for those of you that don't have hair, there's stencils. Use a stencil. Get it going. Once you get the shape, you'll find it so easy to start doing. And then just kind of feather it in. I do it very lightly, and I'm using the spoolie to blend it in. I'm filling in a little bit here. Now, when I'm using a pencil, which honestly I don't use that much anymore because I got my brows microbladed, but when I do use a pencil, I will go in with a clear gel. This is the Sourcils Styler by Lancome. They have colored and they have clear. Oh, that's the colored. Going with the clear gel. And I'm going to just brush my hair so I don't have any of those crazy brows getting in the way. And it just kind of finishes it off. So there is a quick number 2. Okay, so I took number 1, number 2. Number 1 was the Gimme Brow by itself. Number 2 was a pencil with a clear gel. Number 3, these are 3 very easy brow applications that I honestly think anybody could do. I mean, everything's a little bit of practice, but you can master it. It's not like you're using the pot, where it's going to be much more bold and intense, where those are a little bit, you do need a little bit of technique with that. These 3 though, are you kidding? You can do it. So last one, number 3 is powder. You can always use a powder. I'm going to use a brow powder from Smashbox, but you can use, honestly, I've used eyeshadow, as long as it's the right one. I will tell you guys, when picking a color, you want to do the color of your brow hair. The reason for that is when you get out into the sunlight, if you're using a lighter shade, you'll see it. Especially if you've got dark brows and you use something with a red tint, you'll see it. So just a little side tip there. Brow powder, back to that. I'm using just a brown. And again, I'm going to brush my hair down so I can see that top of my arch. And I'm going to go right in with the brush and just outline it, kind of like what you did when you were a kid with a coloring book, when you outlined the picture. And then you go in and you color, so you're coloring inside the lines. I need a little bit more right here. So with powder, you can move a little bit more freely because it's softer. So if you are very nervous about doing your brows, although again, the Gimme Brow, I don't think anybody can mess that one up. It's such a great, it is a one-of-a-kind product. It really is. Benefit kills it with that product, in my opinion. See the difference? This brown, I don't know if you guys can tell it. I probably wouldn't wear this. It's too light for me. I like them a little darker. I think I had it when my roots were a little lighter and my brows were not microbladed. So there is the powder, and you just kind of dip in. Make sure you have an angled brush that does not fray, is very thin. If you get a good one, which are gonna range from 20 to 28 bucks, and I'll link a few down below. If you have a good brush, it will last you years. And let me take that back. I'm gonna rephrase that. If you have a good brush and you take care of it, it will last you years. So I'm gonna go in here just so we have a finish. This is the one I'm gonna end with. I like to brush my hair down so I can see that arch. And just take little strokes at a time. I've literally seen women and they're just like, well, you're not gonna have a good arch. You're not gonna have a good shape like that. You do have to take a little bit of time. Ooh, got a little crazy there. So in a pinch, because I feel like this is a little too light, if you are someone that colors their hair frequently, which I am, you can always go into the brow products that you had. So this is the dark brown of that Sourcil styler of Lancome. And I'm going to just deepen it up a little bit. The difference between this one and the Gimme Brow from Benefit is that the Gimme Brow actually adheres to your skin. This one grabs the hair. There you have it. That is my Brow 101. So there you have it. 3 different styles of application that you can use to get started. Or if you're already a brow person, try it out. See which one you like the best. So Gimme Brow would be number 1, and that is the brow that you can use to adhere. It's a very simple, easy, if you don't want to spend a ton of time, great product to have. It adheres to the skin and grooms your brows. Then you have this ColourPop pencil, which is just a thin, in my opinion, it's just kind of a nice pencil to frame and fill in sparse brows and give yourself a nice shape. Then powder. You can use any brow powder. I'm not going to hold this big old thing up because it's a palette that I have with a brow powder in it. Any brow powder is going to give you that soft, very soft look. I think all of these are actually pretty on the natural side. So there are the 3, and if you have hair, here's a bonus. You can use the gel to groom that as well. That is just a quick little tutorial on brows. By no means am I an expert. I have not worked for a brow line. I've never waxed brows, like done the waxing. Of course, I've had my brows waxed. That's not what I'm here to say. I'm just trying to give you little tips that I've learned down through the years. Hope this helps. If it does, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.